Hello, welcome back to my channel. So today we're going to do just a full body Pilates session, work our abdominals. We'll start by just calming down, taking some nice deep breaths, and then we'll get into working our abdominals, moving our spine, working our hips and shoulders, the whole lot. Okay, so we're going to start lying down. If you lie yourself down on your back, on your mat, and then you could rest your head on your head cushion if you've got one, if you need one. And then just take some nice deep breaths. Just let your body relax down into your mat. So you've got your feet straight in line with your knees and your hips. Nice gap between your heels and your bottom. Your spine is in neutral. And then maybe just rest your hands on your tummy to start. So we're just going to do some nice slow deep exhales. So just nice slow deep exhale. Just feel your hands just sink down as you exhale, and then a slightly quicker inhale to release. So long, slow, deep exhale. Think about being heavy on your mat, just letting your belly button sink down towards your spine, and then inhale, a nice big breath in, release as you inhale. And again. Relax your shoulders, your chest, your neck. And then we'll add a pelvic tilt. So you could always rest your hands, your fingertips on your hip bones. So as you exhale, you're going to tilt your pelvis, flatten your lower back down to the mat. And then as you inhale, you come back to neutral. So long, slow, deep exhale again, flattening your lower back, and then gently release. So feel that tipping movement through your pelvis, through your hips. Keep that exhale nice and slow and deep. Do 2 more. Think about sliding your ribs towards your hips. 1 more. And then we'll finish back in neutral. So keep that deep, slow breath going. Just float your right leg to tabletop. Just keep it there, and then make sure that you haven't tipped over to the right. So maybe fingers on hip bones, and they're still facing up towards the ceiling. And now we're unbalanced, so we're trying not to tilt to the right. Use your center to keep you stable. Then nice and slowly lower your right foot. Place it down. Float your left leg up, and then keep it there. And then make sure you haven't tipped to the left. Your right hip is still facing up towards the ceiling. And then just 1 more nice slow deep breath. And then we're going to slowly start moving our left leg. So take it out, slowly out straight, and then slowly back into tabletop. And again, so you go out straight, slowly in. So you're using your center, keep everything else really still, hips are level, shoulders are relaxed, neck and chest. We'll do 1 more. Reach for the wall, slowly back in, then slowly lower your left leg, so keep the hips level, really, really gently place your foot down, float your right leg up, and then the right leg goes out straight and back in. So you go out, in. So working the thigh, the hip, and your center. Keep the hips level. Reach away through your toes. 1 more. I'm going to make this a bit harder. So we'll keep that right leg at tabletop, and then float your left leg up so they're both up. So you've got knees above the hips, spine in neutral. Then we'll take our left leg out straight and back in. Right leg out, in. So alternating leg. Keep it slow. You could always go back to those singles instead. And then this time we'll take our left leg out, hold it out. We go down an inch, up an inch, down an inch, up an inch. So little pulse up and down, keeping that left leg straight, drawing your ribs towards your hips, belly button towards your spine. Couple more. And then keep it straight, lower all the way down to your mat and hug your right knee in. So just take a little break. We should have felt that. Circle the right ankle. Take a couple of breaths, relax your body. Let's go the other way. And then we'll bring the right leg back to tabletop. So hips are level, we'll slide the left leg along the floor and then float the left leg up. So take a moment again, nice and balanced, hips are level, right leg goes out straight, hold it out, go down an inch, up an inch, down an inch, up an inch. So super challenging. Keep the right leg straight. Good, feel your center working. Do just a few more. And then lower all the way down with control. Hug your left knee. Circle your left ankle. Take a breath again. Go the other way. Okay, then we'll just release that left knee. Bring your left leg back to tabletop. So right leg is straight, left leg bent. We'll do a tiny circle. Left thigh. That's my cat jumping up on a table. If you heard that big bang, go the other way. So tiny circle. Imagine you're drawing a circle on the ceiling with your knee, keeping everything else really still. 2 more little circles. And then lower your left leg. Slide it out straight. Slide your right leg in. Float that leg up to tabletop. So you can put your left hand on your left hip. We'll do a tiny circle with the right thigh. So again, imagine you're drawing a circle on the ceiling, keeping everything else still. Go the other way. So we get that hip mobility and movement, but we're working our core. 2 more. And then lower your right foot. Bend your left leg. Bring your feet and knees together. Just take your arms out to the side, turn your palms up. We'll focus on our hips. So we'll lower the one knee out to the side. We'll do a hip opening and then draw that knee back up. Let the knees touch, so feet and knees together. And then the other leg, lower the knee and lift the knee. So you could inhale as you lower, exhale as you lift. Let the knees touch and switch leg. You're trying to keep your opposite leg and hip and knee completely still. So one side is facing up towards the ceiling. As you lower the other knee, let's do 2 more. So we lower and lift. One more. Lower, lift. So keep the knees and feet together. Then we'll do some hip rolls. So we'll take both knees over to one side, head turns the opposite way, then draw to the center, over to the other side, draw to the center. So feel that lovely stretch through your side, your hip, your back, and your head. If you're turning your head, you can always keep it still, but feel that neck stretch as you turn. Let's do one more to each side. And then we'll finish back in the center. We'll move our feet back to hip width. And we're going to bring our feet a bit closer towards our bottom. So we're going to do some shoulder bridges. So we'll get our spine moving, work our glutes. So if you've got a head cushion, you're just going to take it out. And then we start with an exhale, pelvic tilt again. Then slowly peel the spine up. So pressing through your feet, lifting your hips. Take a breath at the top. Exhale, slowly roll the spine all the way down to your tailbone. Inhale to neutral. And again, so rolling the spine up. Squeeze your bottom as you lift. Draw your belly button towards your spine. Rolling your spine down. You're trying to move one vertebra at a time. Think about that flexibility through your spine. Nice press through your feet up into that ski slope position, and then rolling down, rounding through the lower back. Go for two more. So you can always adjust your feet. You want a nice spread through the toes, nice press through the feet and heels. Make sure your toes aren't lifting, your feet aren't rolling out. One more. Rolling the spine up. We'll hold at the top just for a few seconds. Squeeze your bottom. Imagine you're pulling your heels towards you. And then slowly roll all the way down and release. Okay, let's stretch the legs out for a moment. Reach the arms up overhead, so nice full body stretch. And then we're going to roll onto our side. So just roll yourself onto your side. I don't know where my cat's gone. Up to no good, probably. Bring your hand under your head, or put your head on your head cushion if you've got one. Bring your legs forward. So we're going to bring our knees forward so they're level with your hips. Then your lower leg is parallel to the front of your mat. Okay, so imagine you're lifting your waist. You're not really lying on the really heavy on the floor. Imagine you're lifting. Take your we're going to lift this top leg, and then super slow we're going to take this top leg out straight in line with your body. Flex your foot, then slowly bend and slowly bring the knee up, right up as far as you can towards your chest. And then we go again. So we go slowly out, flex the foot, and then relax the foot, bend, slowly draw the knee in. And again. So you've got this nice constant, steady, flowing movement. We're not rushing. As soon as your knee gets right up towards your chest, you start going the opposite direction. So we're not holding in either the straight position or the bent position. It's got this flowing movement, nice steady pace. So we'll do one more. Slowly bringing the knee in, slowly out. And then we're going to move the leg just back level with your bottom leg. Keep that shape, so we've got that bent shape at the knee, and we're going to lift and lower to hip height. Lift, lower to hip height. So keep that control on the lower, so you're just hovering above that bottom leg. You'll feel the leg wants to rush on the way down. We're keeping that control on the way down. Do two more. And then relax the leg, hug the knee in for a stretch. Take a breath. And then we're going to come up to seated and do a mermaid stretch. So if you just push yourself up, keep your legs over to the side, and then just hold on to the ankle, reach across, and then come down onto your forearm, float your arm up and over. You come up, hand to your ankle, reach across. And again, so lifting the waist, get that nice curve through your side, drawing the tummy in to help pull you up, reach across. So a lovely stretch for the side of your body and your hip. Let's do one more. Lift the waist, come up or stay across, reach across, then hold, reach a bit further, and then bring the arm down. We'll switch sides. We're going to lie on our side, do the other leg. So come all the way down, put your head on your hand, bend your legs, bring your knees, hello Abby, bring your knees forward, and then just slowly lift this top leg. So we're going to take the leg out straight and then bend, bring the knee in towards your chest. And again, you're going slowly out, flex the foot. Happy, yeah, come on. Hello, hello. And slowly out, slowly in. So keep that nice steady speed. I was probably going a bit fast then, distracted by the cat. Trying not to kick her as she sat right in the wrong place. What cats do. Oh. Let's do two more. Causing chaos. Slowly out, slowly in. So on this one, we'll go out, straight, and then we'll bring the leg back in. So it's just hovering above this bottom leg. And then we're lifting, lowering to hip height. Lift, lower. So keep that control on the lower. Nice and control. Keep that shape. Feel you're working our glutes and our hip. Two more. And then relax, hug the knee just for a moment to stretch out the glutes. And then we're going to come up and do the mermaid stretch. So you push yourself up, bring your legs over, hand to your ankle, reach across. And you come down on your forearm, float the arm up and over. And again, so you lift, hand to your ankle, reach across. And again, lift the waist, get that nice curve through your side, and then trying to draw yourself up as opposed to pushing off the floor, off the mat. Much harder than it sounds. Do one more. And then we'll stay reaching across. So relax this shoulder down, reach a bit further. And then relax your arm. My cat is going crazy about a bird at the window. We're going to try and ignore her and roll onto our front. So let's work the back of our body. So you're going to roll onto your front and take your feet nice and wide and your arms nice and wide. We're going to do the star. So you resemble a star shape. You're reaching through your fingers, through your toes, squeezing your legs and bottom. You can put your head down or you can just slightly hover. So squeezing the legs and bottom, opposite arm and leg, lifts and then lowers and switch. Lift, lower, lift, lower. So reach across the body from your toes to your fingertips. So we're strengthening the glutes, legs, lower back, upper back. Keep that control as you lower. So don't rush your arm and leg back to the floor. Do 2 more on each side. You could always make this easier by just moving your leg or just an arm. And then when you're ready, you're going to bring your hands by your side, push your bottom back to your feet, go back into the rest position. You can bring your feet together, knees wide, round your back. You could reach your arms forward. Just take some nice deep breaths. Okay, then we're going to come onto our hands and knees. We're going to work our glutes. So we've got our hands under our shoulders, knees under our hips. You can always, if you don't want to be on your hands, you could always come onto your forearms instead. So start with our right leg. We're going to flex our right foot. We're going to keep that shape of your right leg. We're going to lift and lower, lift, lower. So you're squeezing your bottom as you lift, keeping that bent shape of your leg. Nice strong press through your hands, working your core, making sure you don't shift over to the left. Bring the leg up, hold it up, and then we go down an inch, up an inch, down an inch, up an inch. So those same little pulses that we did when we were lying on our back with the leg out straight. That really worked your core. This is really working your glutes. Nice and strong through the rest of the body. Do a couple more. Slowly lower. And then just get yourself back in alignment. You can always come onto your forearms. Flex your left foot. Lift your left leg. Lower your left leg. Lift. Lower. Lift. Lower. Squeezing your bottom. Try not to shift over to the right. So maybe shift yourself back towards the left a little bit, then you might be in the middle. One more. Bring the leg up, little down an inch, up an inch, down an inch, up an inch. So little pulses, that's controlled, small movement. Really working your glutes. Do a few more. And slowly lower. And then just come off your hands. You do some little wrist circles. Bring yourself to seated. You can sit however you like. Cross-legged, straight legs, frog's legs, feet together, knees wide. Let's go the other way. Okay, let's sit nice and tall so your weight is even down through your sit bones. You're going to bring your arms out into a V, do a spine twist. So you're going to look to one hand and twist, and then center, look to the other hand, twist, center, keep going. So we're trying to imagine you're being pulled up towards the ceiling through the top of your head with an imaginary piece of string. So we're not leaning to the side at all. We're lifting tall as we twist. Nice spine rotation. Do one more to each side. And then we'll come back to the center. Relax your arms. Sit tall. We're doing neck stretch. So ear towards your shoulder. So just relax your shoulders. Bring your ear towards the shoulder. Make sure you don't lift your ear up towards your shoulder. Feel the stretch down the side of your neck. Then center your head, chin down towards your chest. A nice long neck. And then center, over to the other side. Ear towards the shoulder. Relax your shoulders. And center. Then bring your feet together, so into that frog's leg position. So feet together, knees wide. You can have your feet really close to you or further away. You're just going to round forward and sink your head towards your feet. So you may get nowhere near your feet. It doesn't matter. But we just stretch out the inner thighs, the hips, and the back. So just take some nice deep breaths again. Just try and relax down as you exhale. Then slowly bring yourself back up. So you can change how you're sitting again. Your favorite position that's most comfortable is sitting. Lift up tall again. We'll do some shoulder circles. So circling up, round, down. So stretching out your chest, getting rid of any tension in your shoulders. Do a couple more. And then relax your shoulders. Let's finish up. So we'll take a nice big breath in as we reach up. Exhale as you lower. And again, breath in and out. One more. Breath in and out. And you're done. I hope you enjoyed that. It would be great if you could subscribe and like my video. Thank you.